Hello, I'm Mr. Simmons. I'm the head of sixth form at Walgarston High School. So I'm just going to talk you through some of the slides that were shown on the sixth form open evening. So this is the first one: is where do you want your sixth form education to take you? So everybody comes into the sixth form with a different responsibility or a different wish. So the idea of your core aim is we sit down in the first week and suggest what is it that you actually want out of your sixth form life. Is it that you want to go to university? Is it that you want to do an apprenticeship, or do you want to go into full-time job after that? And what we do is we then tailor the advice we give according to whatever it is that you say. So what we have at Walgarston for a very long time is the concept of visible learning that's through Professor John Hattie. So we measure things that we do in order to make sure that learning and indeed teaching is done by experts. So the teachers here are experts in their own field. We have a whole range of subject specialisms, as you'll see from the option blocks that will come to in a minute. But each of those teachers are trained to a very high standard, and we will know what it is that we need to actually teach you to make sure that you progress as well as you possibly can. Related to that is the guidance support that you would have at Walgarston. So we have the tutor system is different to what you might have experienced in the main school. So I sit down and look at the applications for the sixth form, and I tailor the tutor that you would have to the subjects that you've chosen. So if you're doing a mainly science program, you would have probably the head of science as your tutor. If you're doing, for example, English, history and sociology or something like that, then you might have either the head of sociology or you might have the head of English to be your tutor. So obviously it makes sense that you're talking to somebody in your tutor time that has a similar emphasis to you for your academic beginnings. The seminar program consists of 14 different seminars that run through the years 12 and into year 13, and then an assembly program that rolls round. So we cover social, cultural, moral, spiritual, other, and careers. So you're never too far away from another assembly to cover something that's going to be useful and relate to your core aim. We can identify quickly if those who are interested in apprenticeships to talk to them about apprenticeships, those who are interested in university. Similarly for UCAS support. And then finally me, I've been here a good number of years, and I've overseen lots of applications to lots of different things. So I am a good source for you just to say what it is that you might need to do in order to go into a specific type of career. So the sixth form itself has some sort of defined roles in the sixth form council. There's a head girl and head boy, and then there's counsellors for all of those things you can read on the screen, and each of those is a responsibility, and it is a fantastic opportunity to do things within the sixth form, within the school, within the local environment. The world is your oyster. So each of those things is available for you from year 12 all the way through into year 13, and indeed both years, so you can be a counsellor for each of those things and put your own stamp on whatever it is that you want to do. But more importantly, really, is the whole concept of belonging. The sixth form experience, anywhere you go, but particularly with us, should certainly be one of the happiest times of your life. It's where you're picking the progression you want to make academically, but also, more than that, it's you developing as a whole person from your core aim. What skills are you going to develop? What are you going to do in the sixth form council? What are you going to do in the sixth form? It should really be something that you feel passionate about belonging to. Obviously, most of your time will be in lessons and doing academic progression. So we run here a whole range of A-levels, a range of BTEC qualifications, but it is entirely possible, and in fact, there's no reason why you can't do a mixed program of A-levels and BTECs. Here we treat them with equal kudos. So for both A-levels and BTECs, you can use them interchangeably. The EPQ is the Extended Project Qualification. We make that available for all students from the December of year 12 through the next calendar year, and so that would finish therefore in December of year 13. So more about that when you're in sixth form, but that's an additional qualification that you earn on top of your other sixth form studies. Just to make it clear, if you were to pick French or Spanish, that has to be your fourth option. So you pick three others, and then French or Spanish as your fourth option. So I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've got any questions, please do contact me. Relatively easy to find. That's Mr. Simmons. I'm the head of sixth form at Walgoston, and we hope to receive your application. Thank you. Go back on here to apply. Hopefully by the time you see this, you will see the link on the website under the sixth form. So it should be straightforward. If you've got the option blocks in front of you, it will probably help. So you pick one thing from the option blocks. We're asking students to pick either 3 or 4 subjects. If you were to pick French or Spanish, I've just